How you doing, good people? This is the 8-Bit Animal. Yesterday, we talked about a crappy NES port of an arcade game. Today, we're going to talk about a good one. This game is from Capcom, and the NES version of the game was released in 1988. And in true Capcom fashion, they made a couple of changes, a couple of tweaks to the gameplay and the story and stuff like that to just make the game work better on home consoles. And the result is a pretty solid top-down shmup. Train in the background worked because this game takes place in the Old West, and trains were a thing in the Old West. Remember? Today we're going to take a look at the NES port of Gun.Smoke. Not to be confused with the TV series of the same name. Matter of fact, Capcom wanted us to make sure that we didn't confuse this to be anything related to that old TV show, to the point where they put like a little period in between the word gun and the word smoke in the title. Hence why that's there. I know, it's a weird little thing, but it worked. Anyway, in Gun.Smoke, you play as Billy Bob or Billy the Cowboy, whichever one works for you. In the arcade game, he's called Billy Bob, and I remember reading some stuff about this game back in the day, and he was called Billy the Cowboy in those little press clippings or whatever. Well, in this game, it's 1849, and the Wingate gang has rolled into Hicksville. And they've killed the sheriff, they've basically taken over. They killed the sheriff and they took over. And Billy rolls into town on his horse, and basically he's going to take out the Wingates, one member at a time. Well, it's a top-down shooter, and the arcade version of this game was interesting because rather than you just shoot wherever you aim or shoot straight ahead, the arcade game had 3 buttons where you shot left, shoot center, shoot right. And any combination of those buttons that you press causes Billy to shoot in different ways. Well, the NES only has 2 action buttons, so what you do, there's a button that allows you to shoot center and left, and a button that allows you to shoot center and right. So that's how that goes. And it works. You wouldn't think it would work, but it works really well. The game also has like a little shop mechanic, and you pick up different items to help you throughout the game and stuff like that. In the shops, you can pick out more weapons, like a machine gun, which is basically a rapid fire pistol, a shotgun, smart bombs, a magnum, which is a pistol, a more powerful pistol, that kind of thing. You can also pick up a horse that will give you a couple of extra hit points when you get to him. But each boss is different. The gameplay is pretty solid. The music is pretty solid in this game. And it is standard Capcom arcade fare. It worked. It worked really well. This worked better than some of Capcom's other arcade ports to the NES, because Micronix did some of that stuff, and oh boy, that was bad. But Gun.Smoke works really well. And yeah, for my money, it's one of the more underrated top-down shmups to pop up on the NES. Now, if you want a copy of Gun.Smoke, about $20. It doesn't matter which version you get, because see, that was another interesting thing. there's two different labels for Gun.Smoke on the NES. Don't know why. Nobody really knows why, but there are two different labels. It doesn't affect the rarity of either one. It shouldn't affect the price because it's the exact same game. Just the labels are different. And to this day, never been a real explanation as to why that happened. Also, it really does not affect the pricing on the game. So don't be stressed out about that. But yeah, Gun.Smoke is a pretty solid game. If you like shooters, this one's pretty interesting and you should give it a shot. This has been the 8-Bit Animal. And I'll catch you beautiful people tomorrow. Tomorrow. Yeah, so The Simpsons basically lied to us all. There's no actual fighting in this game.